Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 4. Up next we have Las Vegas. The South Point 400. 67 laps. Las Vegas. Here's our playoff grid before the race. It's our first race of the playoffs. Yeah. I'm leading the playoffs right now. We'll set our speedway people to get ready. And then I realized I can upgrade because I have enough money. So I upgraded the aerodynamics. Won't make a difference in this race, but I did it. So then our race after this is a short track, so I'll make sure my short track car is fully upgraded and ready. And then after that it's a road course, so I'll do it for my road course car too. And then I've assigned everybody. So after that, I'll start the work. And now all the cars are ready. So we'll select our car. And this time I actually thought about using a different car because the numbers were better than our speedway car. But I figured in terms of fuel mileage and gearing, I'd just go with the speedway car. So let's go racing. Here we are at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I'm not entirely sure how this is gonna go either. The car isn't in its greatest condition, so I'm thinking top 10, top 15. So let's do some practice laps.
Alright, now dig.
Here we'll come in for our practice pit stop.
Watch your speed, please.
And we hit the brakes a little early, but it was a good entrance. I'd rather hit the brakes early than late. So I did 3 laps and none of them hit the mark. And I was off by like a full second, so I figured I'll just go forward in qualifying.
Alright, driver, dig.
So here we go. And after qualifying, we get a 34 even, which is 21st. So after that qualifying, I'm thinking, okay, hopefully we get in the top 20, because that's not very good. And it's a speedway. I usually do better at speedways. Anyways, Denny Hamlin got the pole. So this one looks like it's going to be a night race, starting 21st.
We're in Las Vegas for the South Point 400. Now the 10-race NASCAR playoffs start today. After a knockdown, drag-out regular season, only 16 drivers still have a shot at NASCAR's greatest prize. So pull up a chair and we'll deal you in.
David Reagan is driving really fast. Ryan Blaney's still angry. And Denny Hamlin got the pole. There's our number 3 car.
Starter has the green flag in his hand. Are you ready here?
We get the green flag. Since we're starting out 21st, we're up real close to everybody. Got Jimmy Johnson right ahead of us. And I'm thinking we should pass pretty quickly. But it's just so tight, I just can't get past anybody. And I don't have the speed to pass anybody anyways. I'm doing my best to just drive as fast as I can and as low as I can so I can just get low and go around everybody. And that works out pretty well. Bump Kurt Busch a little bit. And the turn entrance we do really good. And then once we hit about 14th place, it gets really difficult to pass. So now I'm just kind of going back and forth. Had to let up so I didn't wreck Newman. And then Ryan Blaney on the outside. Just passing. I'm expecting Ryan Blaney to be really tough, but he seems to have calmed down, at least in the beginning of this race. Make our way up to 12th place, and then 11th, and then we went back down to 12th. And then we always gain on the turn. And then on the exit of the turn, we slow down. And I think that's partly because I'm on the inside. I don't quite have the momentum. But I can't pass if I'm on the outside. So I'm just stuck in 12th. Just bump a couple people. I don't like being back here. I try for the outside. Split the middle, we go 3 wide. And we don't get either of them. In fact, we fall behind. Bumped Kurt Busch pretty good. I didn't expect him to slow down as much. Bowman passed us. And then we pass. Well, we almost passed the 31. Tyler Reddick. And then we get passed by Boyer and Priest. So now I'm fighting for 15th. And end up falling back all the way to 18th. And then on the turn, we get our speed and get up to 17th. And the tire light comes on. And a caution comes out right after, so nope, not to worry. We'll just come in for a full pit stop. get new tires, more fuel, and repairs.
Alright, man. You're coming to the green. Be ready. Ready.
We restart in 13th. On the inside, luckily.
Still there.
And we just don't get the speed. We finally get a boost to speed, surprisingly, on the corner exit.
Careful. Still there. Car high. Careful.
I'm just drafting as much as I can,
Car on the outside now.
trying to get as much speed as possible. And then we're able to at least fight for 10th,
You're clear all around, man.
and we cleared him.
Outside, outside.
But then he just jumps right back up.
Still there. Got one up top. Here's the line.
And then we fall all the way to 13th.
Careful. Still there.
We're just barely holding on to 12th.
Got one.
I'm hoping to get 11th on this turn. And we get it for a second.
Got a car low now.
But then once again, fall back. 2 positions.
Got one peeking outside.
We have one more lap in stage 1. I was hoping to get a top 10 in the stage to get some points for our playoff run, but we couldn't quite do that, so I'm just trying to get as high as possible.
On the bottom there. Car there on the outside. No points that stage, but plenty of racing left.
And we get 13th. We do a full pit stop and we start in 9th.
Alright now, be smart out there. Going green. Almost ready now.
Once again on the inside. We start off just as fast as everybody else.
Got one outside now. Outside, outside.
We actually get up to 8th, which I think is the highest I got in this entire race.
Car outside, hold the line.
We fall back to 9th, and then 10th,
Careful there. Car high, careful. Alright, you're clear.
and on the turn we get 9th again, but then later
Car outside.
we fall all the way back. Pretty soon we're back in P14.
Got one inside. Alright, clear up. Got one up top.
So right here, I still haven't learned that I shouldn't go that far down.
High, careful. Got a car high now.
So I fall back to 16th for a second, get back up to 14th, and then fall back again. So then here we are, coming up to this turn, and I'm trying to just go as fast as possible. I don't want to let up. And I bump him, and someone bumps me, and I get loose, and lose control for a second. So then I'm down in the dirt for a few seconds. And then here we are, falling back all the way to 23rd. We eventually fight back up to 22nd. And then after a while, the tire light comes on while we're still in 22nd. So now I'm trying to think how I can get back up into a top 15. I'd be happy with that. Our fuel light comes on too, so I decide to pit. And we entered perfectly. So we're looking through, and I decide I'm only going to get half a can of fuel. The bare minimum of what I can get. I'm thinking hopefully with a quick stop like this, it'll be just enough to get us to the line, and we'll be able to finish. Hopefully, if we're lucky, one stage point. We get top 10. So then we get back onto the track. And we come around. And while everybody else is pitting, we're going around them. And we're passing them. And we make our way all the way to 9th. And I'm thinking, okay, that's pretty good. Why is he a ghost car? It's very interesting. I want to drive through him. So I go to do that. He is faster than me. I don't even think I would have bumped him if he wasn't a ghost car. And then eventually, I realized I have no tire left. I'm at 1%, so I'm really saving my tire. Just the one. Trying to make it around one last time. And right as it hits 0, there's a yellow. And so I'm really happy, but then I realized I only got 12th, and I was like, well, darn. And then I had to pit. So now here I am, and we're in 27th. So now I gotta fight all the way back up from 27th. So we're fighting, just like we are on every other restart. This time we passed pretty well because we have a tire advantage though. We have good tire advantage, and we're just faster than some of those cars. So right here, I actually pass to get in 20th. And Ryan Blaney's right ahead of me. I'm looking to pass him. Hopefully I can pass him and just get away from him, but he's making it really difficult. I finally get him. And then later I get 16th too. And on lap 45 I get 14th. There's that pass from another angle. But then they just pass me right back because they hate me. I don't think they hate me. I don't know. They're just racing. Anyways. Apparently the tire advantage, the only thing it could give us was 16th. Because now I really gotta fight for it again. I'm kind of keeping up though.
Still there.
I'm thinking maybe I can fight my way back up to a top 10.
Stay on the bottom.
Because we get 14th again. And then we fall back again.
Still there. Car there on the outside.
So now I'm just thinking, okay, maybe this will just keep going on until the end of the race. And it does go on for a while.
Stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom.
There's not even that much to say about this. I could have cut this out, but I feel like this is really intense racing. Because it's just back and forth. It's a good battle.
Car outside.
Anyways, later, I fall back to 16th, and then 17th,
Got one up top.
and then Kurt Busch pushes me and I get loose again. And then I thought Ryan Blaney would go around me
Outside.
like any regular person would, but no, he just rams me.
Pretty wide.
So now I've got damage and I'm falling back. So here I am, 25th. So pretty soon I can make my way back up to 23rd. And things are going slightly in my favor.
Careful. Still there. Alright, you're clear there.
So then we just try and keep our momentum. And we go to pass, and I think I bumped the 13 because I didn't have the momentum I thought I did. And all of a sudden, Clint Boyer blows a tire, and that happens. He gets hit. That was a pretty hard hit.
Caution
And as he's coming on to the track after he wrecks, while I'm making sure I did everything correctly, he causes a pile up, and I bump him. I bump the pile up. And because of that, the game glitched, like it always does, and I got a terrible restart. So I fall all the way back to 23rd, 4th. 23rd, yeah. I fall all the way back to 23rd again. And I'm in all kinds of traffic.
Got one up top.
There's Ryan Blaney again. Now I'm kind of getting frustrated because I haven't been by Blaney in a while because I've been running so good. But suddenly, I'm not running so good. And that's kind of annoying. So I'm barely holding on to a top 20. And right now, I'm not even in the top 20. I'm barely holding on to a top 25. I'm hoping to get back into the top 20. Maybe this can just go green. And we can just finish this up. Ryan Blaney passes me. And I go to pass him again, but he comes down and he rubs me. He rubs me hard, and that makes me angry. So I bump him pretty good right there, but I didn't think that was enough. So I just full sent it and tried to dump him. He hit the wall, got a good amount of damage, but that slowed us both down.
Yellow's out, back her down.
The yellow comes out, and now I'm in 20th. And that gives us an overtime. So we're in NASCAR overtime. I'm in 19th.
Green flag in his hand. Almost ready. Hammer it out. Green's out.
He's right next to us, so I bump him. I figured I'd just get him out of the way, and luckily he falls back a little bit. So now all I have to do is just drive to the finish. 2 laps. So I'm driving, and I'm hoping, since we're all bunched up, maybe I can get a little more than 19. So I pass Larson and get up to 18th. And then I slide a little too much, and I fall right back down. 19. I bump a little bit, see if I can mess him up a little bit. That didn't really do much. So here we are in the final lap of the race. I'm coming up on him, and I'm thinking maybe I can do a bump and run on the last turn. So I go down below him, and I get 18th. I feel like I'm doing good. I almost clear him, but he gets me, and I bump him one more time, just to see if I can bump him and mess him up. But I didn't quite do it. So we get 19th, and my lowest speed rating in like, I don't know, 20 races. How many races have we done? I don't know. Lowest rating in a while. But anyways, Martin Truex Jr. won. And he and Alex Bowman both got a stage win. We earn $530,000. And because we didn't win, we fall back to 2nd place in the playoff standings. Still really good. I'm glad I didn't fall back any farther. Truex Jr. got the fastest lap, and he held the most laps led. Eric Almirola started 32nd and finished 10th to get the On the Move award. And Denny Hamlin started 1st and finished 39th. So he got the tough break. He must have crashed. So we earned some more money. And I didn't think the savings would be as good as they were. I thought they would be much worse, but especially after that one crash that I did against Blaney. It's worth it though. I hate him with a passion. Him in the game, of course. He's not that bad in real life. Anyways, I compliment Kyle Busch. I send an apology to Daniel Hemrick. I provoke Ryan Blaney again. And Kyle Larson. I apologize to him. He was probably mad at me for the last lap bumps. But that's alright. Our next race is a dirt race. We have to choose another contract, and I just choose the challenging one. We get another contract option, and I choose to go with Gearhawk Motorsports. I think that's what that says. Next season, I'm just gonna join Smoke Racing. I just like to see what all the teams are rated and stuff. So our next dirt race is at Taggart, and our next cup race is at Richmond. So here's the playoff standings afterwards. So, yeah, I think Kyle Busch is in 4th. Our next, the one after our next race is the Charlotte Roval, which will be interesting because I'm good at tracks like that, but that one's a hard track. So that was our race. I thought it was fun. but frustrating. I can't wait for the next one because I feel that one's gonna be much better. It's Richmond. It's a short track. I will probably win, actually. So hopefully it goes better. See you in the next one.